It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Throwing, dart. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards there for number 15.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Dart. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
18 Rattler.
2nd and 6. The kicker here, it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now he's going to step up and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. The Seahawks at 3-7 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
On a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
At the 47-yard line.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And I like where this offense is going. I like what they're thinking because they want to spread the wealth and move the ball around. And they decide to get the fullback involved in these pass patterns as well. Normally, 2-yard hitch or a little flare out of the backfield. But this time, they sent him downfield. He's able to make a big play.
Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw here on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing his dart. Setting up a screen for Judkins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Giants have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, you don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Bronco 80. Ready. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Ready. 7. Cowboy 80.
They'll set up a throw. They're complete to Smith-Njigba. And he's across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
19 tight. Cup 19.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Dart. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talking about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in, and makes it hard to defend.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
And the Giants first down.
Now Dart. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tucker. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks 42-yard line.
An inside run with Jenkins. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. Quinshon Jenkins hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 35.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
60.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Come on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here's 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. He'll try and do this himself. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
26-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down three, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick one-pointers instead of three-pointers.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action now. Dart. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. To throw is Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Giants first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, right here.
Looking to throw, Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, New York.
On first down, here's Judkins. Gets past one man. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quinshon Judkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And 4 at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
19. 19. Ready.
Out of the gun now on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Trap 50, trap 50. Let's go.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Warriors, 70. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Horton. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Cowboy, street, street. Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And this one is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Let's go now.
They'll throw now on the final play. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
2nd and 5. Throw out wide to Walker. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Got a man and he hits him in stride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he's able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, go!
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
the play fake. He'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. Down to the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Riggs! Cup 19! Cup 19!
They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 50 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
60 Bison, 60, 18, Pioneer. Check smash, check smash.
He'll look to throw. His pass caught with the 4. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
A gain of 7 brings up second and goal.
19, Charger, 19. Here we go, check. Cowboy.
Walker. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. His second rushing touchdown on the year and third overall. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Seahawks will line up for the
Cougar night, hey, smash.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Seahawks 14. Michael Dixon to kick
Out
off
is the
for
kickoff
Seattle.
unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Giants.
First down, right back to Judkins. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
19 more yards. That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. To the air, Dart. He gets it left side to Johnson. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the Seahawks.
They'll give it to Jenkins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Giants first down.
Throwing his Dart. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. It looks like they'll move things around here. Off the play fake, it's Dart. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
19 Tiger.
They'll try to throw for it with Dart. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He throws there, incomplete.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
60 Bobcats. Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Dart. That one complete downfield to Johnson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes.
A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Giants extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, first and 10, as they've got it to the 28-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
On the ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on to the contact. Brings up second down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
and they will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Giants are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
That's caught at the 2.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Ready, right?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Well, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
Cougar 19. Cowboy 80. Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're around the bench right now feeling great.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant. First down. And looking to put the this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he will find his man on the outside. The Giants on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Jenkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Setting up a screen for Jenkins. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Once again, Jenkins. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit from 28 yards out. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss. Because
rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Dart going to look to throw here. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Give up the middle, Judkins.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Dart. A full right side caught by Neighbors. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
2nd and 10.
Set up. 19, Tiger, 70 range, 70 range.
Throwing, Dart.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?